What's up, family? Just, pop back on here again to drop another video to bring out some more scriptures to set this kingdom on fire, to prophesy against these trash ass beasts of a people that we surrounded by, that manipulated you with Stockholm syndrome into thinking that they're your friends and all of this stuff. But yeah, this one I was gonna do it as a short, like a little short, little 5-minute video. But the more and more I started thinking about it, I wanted to make it a lengthwise video. So it's going to be probably about 25, 30, maybe even 40 minutes. It depends on how I do. And I'm going to tie a lot of subjects into it. And you're going to see how I do it too. But I'm going to title it Any Error. Any Error. If you feel me? Let's get started with a prayer. This is the Three Holy Children. The song of the Three Holy Children. And they walked in the midst of the fire, praising God and blessing the Lord. Then Azarias stood up and prayed on this manner, and opening his mouth in the midst of the fire said, Blessed art thou, O Lord God of our fathers. Thy name is worthy to be praised and glorified forevermore. It's a spirit. You gotta get it. For thou art righteous in all things that thou hast done to us. Yea, true are all thy works. Thy ways are right, and all thy judgments true. And all the things that thou hast brought upon us, and upon the holy city of our fathers, even Jerusalem, thou hast executed true judgment. For according to truth and judgments didst thou bring all these things upon us because of our sins. For we have sinned and committed iniquity, departing from thee. In all things have we trespassed and not obeyed thy commandments, nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us. Now check this out. Wherefore are all that thou hast brought upon us, and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment, and thou didst deliver us into the hands of a lawless enemy, most hateful forsakers of God, Christians, and to an unjust king, Trump, and the most wicked in all the world. That's just great. And now we cannot open our mouths. We are become a shame and a reproach to thy servants, to them that worship thee. Yet deliver us not up wholly for thy name's sakes, neither disannul thou thy covenants. Please don't do that. And cause not thy mercies to depart from us. Don't take my brother from me. For thy beloved Abraham's sake, and for thy servants Isaac's sake, and for thy holy Israel's sake, thy people, to whom thou hast spoken and promised that thou wouldest multiply their seed children as the stars of heaven, as the sand that lifted up the seashores. As the sand that lieth upon the seashores. For we, O Lord, are become less than any nation. We don't even have a land. That's how we less than any nation. We don't know our names, and I ain't gonna get in that, but you know how we less than any nation. For we, O Lord, are become less than any nation, and be kept under this day in all the world because of our sins. Clue. Neither is there at this time prince or prophet or leader or burnt offering or sacrifice or oblation or incense or place to sacrifice before thee and to find mercy. Nevertheless, in a contrite heart and a humble spirit, let us be accepted, like as in the burnt offerings of rams and bullocks, and like as in 10,000s of fat lambs. So let our sacrifices be in thy sight this day, which is us. I'm gonna throw that in there. You are that. You are a living sacrifice. See what I'm saying? That's in Paul. You must be the living sacrifice, and you must keep the commandments. But yeah, let me keep it back. Let our sacrifice be in thy sight this day, and grant that we may wholly go after thee, for they shall not be confounded that put their trust in thee. Never. And now we follow thee with all our hearts. We fear thee. We don't fear them. We fear you, Father. We fear thee and seek thy face. If you don't seek the Father's face, you should be put to death. But check this out. Put us not to shame, but deal with us after thy loving kindness and according to the multitude of thy mercies. Deliver us also according to thy marvelous works, and give glory to thy name, O Lord, and let all them that do thy servants hurt be ashamed. Remember, hope maketh not ashamed. So we want to take all they hope from them. They don't deserve hope. They don't deserve nothing but pain and punishment. Trust me, they got that coming to extinction. He said, render double unto these motherfuckers. Everything they did to us, we're going to do double unto them. But check this out. This is 21. And let them be confounded. That means confused. In all their power and might. Remember how I told you they got 3 states that they rule in. They rule in riches, they rule in wisdom, and they rule in might. You know, they weaponry and all of that stuff. But here, let me reread that. And let them be confounded in all their power and might, and let their strength be broken. And let them know that thou art Lord, the only God, and glorious over the whole earth. Let me take that back. And glorious over the whole world. Over everything. Father, I love you, and hey, I'm glad you woke me up out of this darkness. You took all the anger and fear out of my heart. You done set me up. Hey, I love it. But yeah, let's get started into this right here. I had to get that prayer out. I love that prayer right there. We're gonna start in we can go to Esther. Cause I was gonna do Judith first, but I can start in Esther and then jump to Judith. Yeah, and then we're gonna run a set off in Isaiah. People is not gonna like it, but we're gonna have to touch it. Where is that at? This is Esther 13 and 14. Pay close attention. 13 and 4. It said, this is 4. Declare unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people, not all people, just one group that had laws. Remember? He said all these nations, remember I read in Deuteronomy 4, that had laws contrary to all nations and continually despised the commandments of kings, so as the uniting of our kingdoms honorably intended by us, not God, by them. Remember, God said, be ye holy, for I am holy, and I have severed you from these other motherfuckers. Remember that. But they don't want that. They are not a God. They want it intended by them, right? But check this out. Contrary to all nations, and continually despise the commandments of kings, not God, the kings, so as the uniting of our kingdoms honorably intended by us cannot go forward. Seeing then we understand that this people alone is continually in opposition unto all men, differing in the strange manner of their laws and evil affected to our state, working all the mischief they can, that our kingdoms may not be firmly established. Remember, the Most High, I'm gonna just slide that in there, because the Most High he doesn't want that. That's what they want. That's what man wants. They want to take the children of God and force them to be with them, so that they can do wickedness and evil and all manner of foolishness. This is Leviticus 20. Leviticus 20 and 23. Right here. 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I the Lord am holy, and have severed you from the other people, that ye should be mine. Just think about that. That's Pops, bro. Pops said he don't want us to be bonded with these motherfuckers. He don't want us to be a part of these people. He want us to understand that he is ours. That's our portion, not these people. He's our portion, right? Now, let's go to Judith, so now we can start understanding where our error came in at. Matter of fact, now we're going to understand that there is an error, and we need to correct it. This is Judith. These some Europeans, their ancestors talking about our nation back in the day. I want you to hear what these two. I want you to hear the conversation they had amongst themselves about us, and what was going on. They know for sure what's going on. Nobody has took these people into bondage. Nobody has stripped them of their language. Nobody has stripped them of their heritage, culture, none of that. They got all their stuff intact and they got ours intact. But they was foolish. They left ours right here. This is all we have to do is open up this book and read it. And we can see who we are, what we are, and we can see what they done. You see what I'm saying? That's why they gave us a slave Bible, where they done trimmed all the Bible down and all of this. And now we got this full Bible right here to where they can't trim it down. All of these coon ass niggas don't want to hear it. We not cool. We finna go through some straight tribulation. Love it. Because once we get done in the regeneration, we gonna get our lick back. Trust me. I want you to go read Psalms 137 and 9. That's how that makes sense. That's the only way that makes sense is during the regeneration. And that's going to be a happy ass day because we're going to remember all of this and we're going to bounce through this. But check this out. This is their conversation. What is it? Judith 5:19 through 21. But now are they returned to their God? Remember, everywhere you see in this book, they understand that this God is their God. It's not everybody God. Today, Christianity took our God and made it their God and all of this, but except they whitewashed him. Make sure you understand that. When they whitewashed him, he has a whole new understanding and his message is different. The God of this Bible, he said, do my law and I'm going to deal with them. We don't even have to raise a finger. All you got to do is start keeping the law and you can hear these motherfuckers. You can hear their thoughts. Whatever is talking to them, it talks to them in a frequency. And we can tap into that frequency and hear what it's saying to them. Literally, just do the laws. Eat right, stop smoking, be vigilant, seek after the Lord, and above all, put down the drugs and all of the other shit. You can hear these motherfuckers. You can hear whatever's going on between them, and you're gonna be. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Trust me. To their God and are come up from the places where they were scattered. Now we've been scattered. I've told you, ain't nothing new under the sun. We've been through this over and over and over because we got a group of Negroes that's in our own family that will not hear this. That's why we are here. This is the last time. He said, I'm going to scatter, in Ezekiel, he said, I'm going to scatter the righteous. I think it's Ezekiel 20. He said, I'm going to scatter the righteous and the wicked. I'm going to scatter y'all together. You see what I'm saying? But only the righteous is going to return to Jerusalem. The wicked is going to stay here with the wicked. There's a true nation that's wicked, and they're described as the wicked. Read Malachi 1 through Malachi 1, verse 1 through 5, and they are literally the border of wickedness. Read Maccabees, First Maccabees 1. It's gonna tell you when the evil spread throughout the earth, who spread it, and what this people is, and who they are. It tells you all of that. But come up from the place where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate, as it is today. They don't understand. We don't have to build a physical temple. We can build a spiritual temple. That's what we're doing now. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing right now with you. I'm building a spiritual temple. I'm showing you exactly what this Bible says. It's giving you the understanding. Matter of fact, I'm gonna slip that in there after this. I'm gonna show you what you if you believe you are Israel, I'm gonna show you what the Most High requires of you. And desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, not all people, because he only gave the laws to one people, and I showed you that in Deuteronomy. And they sin, not all people sin, just if they sin against their God, not everybody's God. You see how it's making a distinction? That's why we all off balance, because we looking like as if we all one people and all of this. No, that's the deception. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So I'm gonna show you where the error took place at. I'm gonna show you how they deceived us. I'm gonna show you how they. I'm gonna show you all of this in this video. It's simple, and then once you see it and you understand it, boy, take your eyes out and just look around the world, and you're gonna see it firsthand. I done said it over and over and over and over and over and over. Put them behind you, but that was a message for me, right? But check this out. Here, let's go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12 real quick, so we can get that the requirement out of the way, because the requirement is gonna put us right back on top. This is Deuteronomy 10 and 12, and now Israel, not the whole world, just Israel. Now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God, our God? See how they said if there be any error in this people and they sin against their God. Now listen what our God said he requires of them, of thee. But to fear the Lord, because the fear of the Lord is simple. You believe he's all powerful. You believe he's omnipotent. You believe he's the pinnacle. That if you fall in his hands and you are not correct, that he can do whatever he wants to you. He can give you the most spiritual pain that's unimagined. Once you start understanding that, then you're going to start, boy, I better get right. But to fear the Lord, thy God, to walk in all his ways and to love him. To love God is just to keep his commandments and to show decorum among our own brethren, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy souls, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee. This is a commandment thee this day for thy good. Behold, the heavens and the heavens of heavens is the Lord's. We read that. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord thy God, the earth also with all that therein is. That's the wicked, the good, the righteous, the filthy, everything. Only the Lord has a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you, Israel, above all people, as it is this day. But you want to cleave onto people that don't. That's at the bottom, as the head is the tail, and the tail is the head. He said, bro, if you don't keep my commandments, I'm gonna make you the tail, and I'm gonna bring this base people that if you read Job 30, I'm gonna do a video on that, just talking directly about them. If you read Job 30, right? These people literally, it says they was in the caves. It breaks it all down. Chopping up juniper leaves, braying too. You know what a bray sound like? That's like a billy goat or some shit. That's how they communicated with each other. That's just crazy. And we still ain't grasped it yet. Here, let's jump to Isaiah so we can figure out what this error is. Let me see how much time I got. I got 18% power. I'm gonna go to the library and charge up. But here, I'm good on power for now. It's Isaiah 3 and 12. Let's figure out what this error is. Remember, it said if there be any error in this people, then we can come in and overtake them. And you're going to see how they highlighted this error to this day. To this day as we speak, how they highlighted this error, and it's crazy. Because it said a gift destroyeth the heart. A gift destroyeth the heart means your heart is your mind. Long as you keep accepting trinkets and crumbs, that's going to destroy you. And you're going to see who's destroyed the most. Remember, this is God talking directly to his people. This is Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, Children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path. The paths lead to the Most High, which is the commandments. Women can't, they're not going to listen to no talking about no commandments, bro, because they are trapped in the physical mind, which whatever they see, smell, taste, hear, touch, if it don't correlate with those to satisfy those desires, which is of the flesh, they ain't trying to hear none of that. That's our error. Now let's go see the outcome. This is 4 and 5 of the same chapter. And I will give children to be their princesses. Look at all the rappers that we live around today. None of them want to grow up. All of them want to be little this, baby that, all the youngness and all of that. When have you ever heard none of them speak of anything righteous. All of them want to be young still. That's crazy. Let me see 5. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient. That means these youngsters is going to be, the YNs is going to be turning up against the older folks. Talking crazy to them, man, I ain't coming in. Fuck your curfew and all that type shit. That's exactly what they mean. And the base against the honorable. You feel me? That's like the people in higher places up that's really trying to do something. The person that's at the liquor store is laying on the ground that ain't got nothing going on in his life is going to raise up against him, speak ill against him. It's beyond crazy. Now, after all that's said, after all that's done, God has completely left the building, right? Completely left the building in their mind, right? Now, they have no concept of any of this. This is all strange to them. The laws, all of this. Now listen at what it said, because the women ruled over you. The children going to be your oppressors. They're going to be the ones that entertain you. They're going to be the ones that the people put out there to lead the people. Not the people speaking of. They're going to be the ones lead. Listen at the results. This is Isaiah 3 and 9. The shower of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their souls, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. And then here's talking to the righteous. Say yea to the righteous, that it shall be well with him. Because we see what's going on. As long as we run around and we raise our uproar and we just speak against it, then the Most High, he pleased with that. For the reward of his hand shall be given him. Take that back. Say yea to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. It's beautiful, bro. They go use your duology, your left and your right. Now we see that the error, you see how they can overtake us. Once we separate from God, he gives us over to these people. Now I'm going to show you some spirits in the Bible. Let's go to Genesis 3. This is Genesis 3, 4 through 6. And the serpent said unto the woman, now he's finna give a, remember God gave the understanding to the man, to Adam, right? Even God gonna address the man first. Always gonna address the man first, because the man is the head, right? Check this out. And the serpent said unto the woman, the weaker vessel, the serpent went to the woman. He didn't go to the man, he went to the woman. Remember the error? Ye shall not surely die, right? God said, you will. Remember, he's the pinnacle of everything. No fear. You got to have fear. For God doeth know that in the day you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Check this out. When their eyes was open, that meant that they had separated themselves from the understanding of God, and now they then took on to leaning on their own understanding. And when you lean on your own understanding, you do your own thing, and that's immediately where it goes into the desires of the woman. Like I've been saying the whole time, she's only gonna do those things that's pleasing to her eyes, that's pleasing to her smell of her nose, that's pleasing to her taste, that's pleasing. The sound has to be pleasing to her ears, and it has to be pleasing to her touch. The quintessential aspects of the Bible, the higher, the spiritual aspect, the logical aspects, the God-fearing aspects, she ain't trying to hear none of that. She ain't trying to hear none of that. Now check out this in 6, this proof. And when the woman saw, peep that. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Now we're gonna touch on that too. We definitely gonna have to touch on that. Do I got it wrote down? Oh yeah, it's on there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull that up after I get through doing this one. And he did eat. Right here, matter of fact, after I show Sarah, then I'm gonna jump up to Jeremiah, and then I'm gonna go down. Okay. Right here, let's jump to Genesis 18 so we can show Sarah. Now watch how God check the shit out of Sarah, right? And just look, just read it. I'm just gonna read it, and then you tell me. Now Abraham, this is Genesis 18 and 11. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. That means to have kids. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also. She's like, damn, I'm too old to have kids, and this nigga older than me. You know, and he definitely can't produce no kids, right? And then she's like, she ain't got no faith in God, and she laughed at him. Now check out this. Is and Lord being old also. And the Lord said unto Abraham, right? He didn't even say nothing to Sarah. He went straight to Abraham. Like, bro, what's up, bro? You ain't got this chick in check? And the Lord said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh? He didn't ask Sarah. He didn't say shit to Sarah. He asked Abraham, why this chick laugh, bro? You ain't got her in check. Saying, shall I of a surety bear a child? She don't believe in me? You ain't been telling her my works and my wonders, huh? Which am old. Question, he's like, bro, I don't give a fuck how old you is. You could be way older. Then he came right back and said this to Abraham. Is anything too hard for the Lord? That's a question. He asked Abraham that. He asked her. He asked Abraham that. She's supposed to understand that. Through you, at the time appointed, I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. He just told that to Abraham. Because I know you got faith in me. You need to get her right. Then Sarah denied it, right? In her spirit. We got that gift too. Our Father gave us that gift. We can hear this trash, bro. Whatever evil, wicked thing is talking to them, it talks to them in a frequency, and we can literally hear it. That's our third eye. That is our power. Whatever wicked beast is talking to these people, we can hear that shit too. And then Sarah denied it, saying, I laugh not, for she was afraid. Now she did not a fear of God didn't set in on her. And now God finna get ready to check her ass. And he said, nay, but thou didst laugh. You see what I'm saying? Immediately, and the men rose up from thence and looked towards Sodom, and Abraham went with them to bring them out of the way. And the Lord said, shall I hide from Abraham? Now he's letting Sarah know, I deal with Abraham. I let him know that thing which I do, seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation. You listen at one of his sons right now. And all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. Because we gonna bring forth the law, and we gonna make this earth honorable, and we gonna make our Father exalted and glorified in front of all of these people that worship whatever they want. They all worship idols. They even got a show called American Idols. That shit gotta go, bro. So he said, he letting her know. He said, for I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoke of him. And I pray for my promises, and I pray my Father keep the covenant and restore our nation so that we can stand up on this earth and put all of these heathen to shame. That's what we want. That's what we gonna get. That's what we gonna pray for. I know they hate it. They hate that we done woke up, and they gonna be scared. They gonna be afraid. But ain't shit they can do about it. Ain't shit they can do. Their own brethren is not even listening. Can Satan, if his kingdom is divided, can it stand? You got Israel over there attacking this country over here, saying it's a ceasefire, but Israel saying, hell no, we're going to do what we want to do. Think about that. That's Satan versus Satan. His kingdom cannot stand. And ours is going to rise up in the midst of it. Now check this out. Let's go to Jeremiah 44. So I can bring something else out. So you can fully understand this. I know they scared. They better be scared. God's done woke up. We ain't your fucking children. We ain't your pets. We ain't your animals. We ain't your footstool. We ain't none of that shit. How the fucking servants gonna walk around us and look down on us? You motherfuckers is glad, lucky we let you out of the caves and shit. And you look down on us. You better be afraid. This is Jeremiah 44 and 13. Now listen to this. This is another spirit. This is that Eve spirit kicking off. This is 44:13. Okay, 44:13. Now I ain't even got a mark. Put a little thing there, so next time I can just go straight to it. 13 through 22. There we go. For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt. This is modern day Egypt. Matter of fact, how do I know this is modern day Egypt? Look at that. That's modern day Egypt. Now tell me that, what the fuck is a bacillus doing in a fucking America? For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt as I have punished Jerusalem. He done kicked us out of our land, so you know this place is going to be set on fire. By the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. So that none of the remnant of Judah which are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there shall escape or remain, that they shall return into the land of Judah, to the which they have a desire to return, dwell there. For none shall return, but such as shall escape the punishment by keeping the law and the faith in Jesus Christ. Now check this out. This is Jeremiah prophesying to them these words that God is telling them that he's finna set this place on fire. Now listen to how the women spoke against what Jeremiah just said that came directly from God. Then all the men, and the men, look how they stood behind their women. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, Even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou, remember this is women speaking, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us, well, God is declaring that he's finna light this place up, that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee. They said, we ain't listening at that shit, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth. Think about that. They speaking against God straight up. To burn incense under the queen of heaven and to pour out drink offerings. Now they tell you what they desire is the things that satisfy them. Their eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and touch. What we have done. We and our fathers and our kings and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For them had we plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the queen of heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, their desires, and have been consumed by the sword and by famine. And when we burned incense to the queen of heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men? See, this is crazy. Then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men, now he's addressing the men, just like God, just like the Lord addressed Abraham before he addressed the women. Jeremiah doing the same thing, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm addressing the men. That's why when I was in Fort Wayne, I addressed the men. And to the women, and to all the people which had given him that answer, saying, the incense that ye burned in the city of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, ye and your fathers, your kings, and your princes, and the people of the land, did not the Lord remember them and came into their minds, so that the Lord could no longer bear because of the evil of your doings and because of your abominations which ye have committed. Therefore is your land a desolation, as it is today. We not in Jerusalem. We over here waxing old with our enemies. And in astonishment, they know who we are. We refuse to wake up. They say, you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. We don't do it. We don't read. And a curse. Without an inhabitant as at this day. This book is so clear. It is beyond clear. Here, and I'm going to speed up. It's at 37. I got 10% power. Let me read... so Eve, Sarah. Let me read Leviticus, and then let me do two more. This is Leviticus 26. I want to hear my father declare this to you. Make it away from me, bro. I'm in the midst. 26, 45, and 46. Leviticus 26, 45, and 46. This is 45, Leviticus 26, 45, and 26. But I will for their sakes, the ones that keep the covenant, the ones that keep the faith in Christ, that's in Revelation 14. But I will for their sakes remember the covenant of their ancestors. We need that because the promises contained in them. Whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. Slaves. Remember, we were slaves. And he set us on high. In the sight of the heathen. Yeah, everybody else outside of us is heathen. That I might be their God. Not everybody's God, just their God. I am the Lord. These are the statutes and the judgments and the laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. You can't get any clearer than that. Here, let me close out because I'm about to run out of juice. This is Matthew 26, and I'm at like 40 minutes. Now, this is the spirit of a woman. Now, this is Matthew 26 and 13. Now, tell me how beautiful this is. (26 and 13). And I want all my sisters to take this with them and understand this, because this is a memorial for you. You should take on this spirit, and brothers that's keeping the law and that's finna go through hell on this earth to pull you out. You need to get them ready for what they finna go through. Verily I say unto you, Wheresoever this gospel, this is Matthew 26 and 13. Verily I say unto you, verily, truly I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this woman have done be told for a memorial of her. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, the traitor, went unto the chief priests and said unto them, let me drop down. I mean to jump up. I'm tripping. Word, hold on. Did I put the right number on there? Hold on, let me jump up. Hold on, I'm tripping. It's 7. This is Matthew 26 and 7. I got it marked on my phone, but I don't got it marked in here. Let me mark it real quick. Like, I got it in color, man. I wish I gotta break my what's on. It's Matthew 26, 7 through 13. Let me do it all over again. There came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it out on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, why troublest ye the woman? For she have wrought a good work upon me. All women got to do this to the brethren. So matter of fact, I got another story, but I ain't got enough time to bring it up. With Isaiah and the woman that was about to kill herself and her son. But we'll bring that up later. For ye have the poor always with you, but me you have not always. For in that she have poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this woman have done be told for a memorial of her. It's simple. It's time for you to wake up, Israel. Our salvation is close. We finna get ready to get separated. We finna get our kingdom back. We finna get our name back. We finna be a glory. We finna get our God back. That's the main important thing. We finna get our God back. Get ready. Get prepared. I just like, it may seem like I'm crazy, but I know what I'm doing. We finna get our God back. And we finna get separated from these people, just like the Bible said. I love you. Pay attention, stay close. I'm gonna drop a few more videos. I might do one more today. Then I tune up for tomorrow. All right.